apart from furthering jihad and invading and taking over land. The other useless, very stupid excuse is the excuse of saying their cattle were rustled. And so they go out to kill people. The Hisbah in Kano seized about 1,200 crates of beer and destroyed them completely. By the way, Hisbah is the security agency established by the Kano state government to enforce Sharia. That's the Benue state equivalent of livestock guard or whatever nomenclature it may be known to that security outfit in Benue that is vested with the responsibility of enforcing open grazing prohibition law in Benue state. Now, Nigeria is a secular state. So, ordinarily speaking, Sharia itself is unconstitutional because by the virtue of Section 10 of Nigerian Constitution, that section says the government of the federation or any of the states in the federation shall not declare any religion as a state religion. And so by the time you enact Sharia, we are not a theological state, by the way, we are a secular state. By the time you enact Sharia and you are practicing Sharia in a particular state, it inadvertently means adoption of a state religion. That is just it. But, the interesting thing is that I don't think it has been tested in court, and so whatever may be our misgivings with that law, it is valid because it has never been nullified by any court of law in Nigeria, to the best of my knowledge. In Benue State, we have the Open Grazing Prohibition Law and Ranches Establishment Act, law. That law was tested by several Fulani groups, including Meyati Allah, Kautohore, and all those groups with some form of evil nomenclatures, And the court validated our law. Now, why I'm bringing this story is this. I want to make a comparative analysis between what happened in Kano by the destruction of those crates of beer and what is happening in Benue State. When Hisbah destroyed these crates of beer, those crates actually belong to traders, isn't it? Traders were carrying out their legitimate business. But they went into a jurisdiction that is practicing Sharia. And rightly, Hisbah seized those crates of beer and destroyed the crates of beer. Those crates of beer, of course, must have run into millions of naira. That is the trade of those traders, the business they do carry out. But they did not kill anybody. They did not attack anybody. For so long, the Fulanis have been using, apart from the fact that they do go out and kill people unprovoked in their sleep in various communities, including mine, Yerwata. For so long, we've overpampered them. They begin to use the excuses of cattle rustling, that they kill a whole community, people in the whole community, because their cattle were rustled. That is their business. That is their trade. And so they rustle their cattle. So we overpampered them to the extent that we're even using it as an excuse to blame ourselves. Like when they killed over 250 people in Yerwata on the night of June 13 and June 14. The following day, the chairman of Guma came to Yerwata and was blaming the people of Yerwata that they rustle, which there wasn't anything like that. That they rustle this Fulani cattle and that was why this thing happened. So you see, we're even using such excuses to strengthen their evil case. When they begin to use pretext of saying cattle were rustled and that's why they killed people. For goodness sake, did the people in Kano this week killed people? The traders whose crates of beer were seized and destroyed. That runs into millions of naira. Does that mean that if anybody parked a very expensive car somewhere in the north, let's say in Gusau, and it was stolen, which is a usual case all over Nigeria, all over the world, that cars are stolen, and so that person should go on rampage and kill people? So that is the excuse that the Fulanis have been using. Their second excuse, apart from the first excuse of furthering jihad and invading and taking over land. The other useless, very stupid excuse is the excuse of saying their cattle were rustled. And so they go out to kill people. And Nigerians, especially in Benue State, some of our political leaders have come to key into it by accepting this kind of excuses. So now we see that Hisbah, Sharia is still being practiced in Kano. Hisbah has been arresting people and destroying crates of beer. And unfortunately, in Benue State, the governor is saying the open grazing prohibition law of Benue is unenforceable. So that kind of excuse is meant to massage the ego of our attackers and stand against us. So it's pleasing our attackers and displeasing us. We have a law, a solid law. And our own governor is saying it's unenforceable. Meanwhile, these guys are enforcing their law and going on with it. And when you go there, you must abide by it. If you try to sell beer there, they will destroy it and they will arrest you. And it's legit. It's valid because it has never been nullified by the court, that law. Same as our open grazing prohibition law was never nullified, even though it was tested by several Fulani groups. Think.
These are Fulani herdsmen. Now, Fulani herdsmen want to see like this. You see how they are freely parading in communities. You see how they are freely carrying AK-47, walking around communities. This place you are seeing is within a market in the north. And Fulani have totally taken over this environment. This place doesn't look like a bush. If you look at the environment, you see that this is a mini town, somewhere, a town is in a community in the north. And at least from what you are seeing here, you will understand that this place is a little bit developed. It's not in the bush. It's not anywhere near the bush. And these are Fulani that the government called bandits. Anywhere they go and they try to create confusion, create insurgents, they find one name and give them. They came to the southeast, created unknown gunmen, and then turn and call them unknown gunmen. A whole government will look at people with arms who are carrying arms all over the place and find one name and give them. They call the ones in the south unknown gunmen, while the ones in the west and the north that are terrorizing the north, destroying crops, kidnapping and taking ransom, taking people into the bushes, are called bandits. So these are your bandits. These are the bandits, the popular bandits we all know, bandits. Look at them. Carrying live ammunitions, AK-47 assault rifle inside a community. And the government is silent. The government is keeping a blind eye. The government is mute, totally quiet over all this insecurity that is eating up Nigeria. But anybody that comes out to speak the truth in the face of these evil-minded leaders, these people that have sold their souls and sold their hearts for monetary gain, these people that have sold their conscience, will come out and begin to witch hunt you. They will send DSS to you once you begin to speak against them. But these are well-known terrorists. Look at them carrying arms. You see the level Nigeria have come to. When General T.Y. Danjuma ordered the youth, sometime during the Muhammadu Buhari's administration, that Nigerian youth should carry arms and defend themselves, a lot of people came out and were insulting him. A lot of people said a lot of things. But today, it is done on everybody. Today, it is done on everybody that these headsmen are out to destroy. They have no other plan than to destroy. And they are doing it according to how they have been stationed to do it by Nigerian politicians. The confusion you are seeing in Nigeria today, caused by politicians, is just to make way for them to continue looting, for people to be scared to come into power, for people to be scared to talk about anything governance. Look at the old cargoes that are destroying over. How many people are in this politics that are destroying the lives of millions of people, including youths? And our youth, everybody is just partying. Everybody is relaxed without any form of, trying to put effort to see how Nigeria gets better. See what is happening. A bandit on bike in a town patrolling with AK-47. How much is AK-47 in the market? The bullet that those AK-47 carries, how much do they buy them? Then tell me, go and calculate, how many cows will you sell to buy one AK-47? I know cows are very expensive now. But how many cows will you be selling to be buying all these kind of arms and ammunition these people are carrying up and down? RPG, rocket launchers, the rest of them. My dear brothers and sisters, Nigeria is finished. And anybody who is still thinking that Nigeria is going to be reversed and brought back to a normal state, that person is confused.
I know many of you. don't listen to wetin dey go on for here. Although get wetin I wan let una know. Na this Sharia, Hizbah and many other things where all these northerners dey use for their side. We most of the southerners we dey for north dey abide by it. Una see that thing. You see this open grazing and no open grazing wey be say e dey for middle belt, wey some middle belt dey talk about. If south and middle belt want to get peace, wetin dem for do na im be this. Now see the way we dey abide by their own rule wey be say okay, guide their own community, wey dem no dey allow anybody from the south to come to their land and sell wetin dem no want. That is how middle belt and southern are supposed to do. Anytime wey be say don come to Fulani herders where they carry their own cows, they come. Southerners come scatter people farm. If to say we get our own law, the way them get their own law, this wahala for no day. If you carefully understand wetin the first man wey be say una dey see for here dey talk, na people wey dey sell all this stuff for inside north. Na him all these Hizbah guys go scatter their kaya. That is to tell you say them Sharia and them Hizbah wey them bring na to just protect their own interest wey be say okay them want. And we be say we be southerners, we dey abide by it. That is how they are supposed to be abide by our own rule, which is they should not bring any cow to anybody's farm to come and graze anything. Although I go come back, I go want make una finish wetin this guy wey be say una dey see for here get to talk. We go come back.
Abacha said it. He said, when insurgents persist in a country for more than 24 hours, you should know that the hand of the government is in it. But these insurgents have persisted for more than 20 years. For more than 20 years, Nigeria is battling with Boko Haram, Fulani, kidnapping, and the rest of them. Farmers versus herders clash. What are they dragging? And some people in the government came out sometimes to tell us that these people are foreigners. They told us that they are foreigners. And the government sit down and watch foreigners destroy their own country. You can imagine the kind of government we have. They sit down, watch their own country being destroyed by these very foreigners. Who brought in these foreigners? Who opened the borders for them? How did they get into the country? How did foreigners get into Nigeria to start destroying Nigeria in a way that Nigeria can never be repaired? And the citizens of Nigeria are just running up and down the things that are not necessary. Running up and down, making mockery of things. I pity all of you. I pity all of you. All of you that are dancing on social media within 3 days. I'm giving you, from now till the next 1 month, you are going to see result of different calamities that will befall Nigeria. They are coming. You see these people, they are coming. They are coming in their numbers. They are coming in their thousands. The Nigerian government have deployed them to come and destroy you. And the target is your resources. The target is what you have on the ground. The target is your ancestral land. And the more you sit down and fold your arms and expect this same government that is rehabilitating terrorists into their military, the same government that will rehabilitate terrorists into the society to come and join people in the society, the same government you are waiting for to come and fight the same terrorists, you are dreaming. You are daydreaming. A lot of you are not opening your eyes. You are not understanding what these people are doing. You are campaigning for another 2027 where Muslim tickets will still be achieved in a secular country like Nigeria. And I tell you, you all are dreaming. And until you decide to wake up, even God cannot come down from heaven and save you. God cannot come down from heaven to save Nigeria, except Nigerians wake up by themselves to save themselves from the mess that Britain, France, US, and the rest of these useless white folks created among us. Until that very day, Nigeria will continue to remain in darkness. A country that is rich in vast, different mineral resources. We are suffering from hardship, suffering from food. Nothing is working. And people are just running up and down campaigning for 2027. while herdsmen are having a free passage in communities. And you know the funniest thing about these very Fulani herdsmen you see here, when they get to a community, this is market, when they get to anywhere they want to get goods, they don't buy them, they take them. And you dare not resist them. You cannot resist them because they will shoot you at sight and nobody will come for you. The police will not rescue you. The police will not go after them. Rise up, oh Nigeria. Rise up before your story becomes that of Rwanda. Rise up before your story becomes that of Turkey. People are not learning from history. Go and see Turkey. This is, oh my God. In fact, I'm just short of words. I have to just leave this very, very issue for another day. But a lot of you should go and begin to read from history and see how this marauding killer Islamists took over different nations violently. And today it's happening to Nigeria. And we are all sitting down laughing. It's okay. Continue. But I keep saying that a word is enough for the wise. Thank you and God bless you.
Though I know say okay, you don't hear and finish most of the things we all these guys don't talk for here concerning Hisbah, Sharia, many other things will be so okay, they for not we not one make southerners they abide by. Though this issue of South and North is not today, and especially all these guys from the areas, you get how they think we some of us from the south no because the reason I say the wise pass us, they know everything pass us, they sabi play everything pass us. That's why they keep more us. We keep murmuring ourselves to them in the sense that we will follow within them they get for their own side, but them they know if you follow our own side for ye. That is to tell you see wahala they come. Although now ABC now they hear us now, we don't listen to waiting everybody don't talk for ye. If you get anything where you want to talk concerning this, you can drop your own say on that comment section, and also if this is your first time, make it like, make it share, and make it subscribe. Thank you.